Hello. So today we're going to look into the next 20 minutes, 30, a concept. And this is something that it's been tremendously helpful for me in terms of recovery. It's the high intensity pipe work and the Tai Chi for recovery. Think about this as a complete training system. For this, you do need either a pillow or a pad. Okay, I'm gonna use one of our pads in here at the studio. So I like the fluffy one. Okay, this one in here. And to be fair, I'm dealing with a bit of internal health challenges right now. What that means is I'm good, but it's a lot of work, a lot of training, and it does have its toll on the body. So my body's not at 100%, like 100. So it's like at 85. But here's what I've learned from 42 years of martial arts: that the best training, guys, it's not about being perfect. It's about being adaptable. It's about training every day. So today I will show you something that we call in here the hard and the soft. A training system that I've developed, to be fair, what I've learned from COVID-19, all of those crazy times, and a bit what it feels after the storms in here in Morris Place. People are isolated, some of them show up, others don't. And it's kind of a weird thing, okay? So essentially, think about this. This, I've seen also other coaches use it, but it helped a lot of folks to continue to develop their skills. And I think it's just a great way to continue training, okay? So let's make sure that we've got really good angles over here. Yeah, okay. And again, if you got, the moment you have questions, just put them in. So really intensity pipe work builds skill in striking. You do need a partner, but if you don't have a partner, guys, do what you can. And Tai Chi and Qigong or Qigong recovers your nervous system. That's what it does. And that's, think about having the two skills at once. The HIIT, high intensity interval training, and also the slow movements and the controlled breath from Tai Chi and Qigong that are ancient practices. And because many times for self-defense, you really need to hit really hard. And sometimes you need to heal. So it's a belonging to this type of two worlds. Today, we will do both. Being clear of that. So hold on your pad or hold on your pillow. I'm not going to do this with the pillow. I do have pads. So if you only have a pad, if you don't have that, you can use the hand, but it will not be exactly the same thing. The reason why we are doing intense, high intensity work, even when I'm not at 100%, and I want to be very clear on this. We need to isolate that training. We cannot. It's hard for me to go play ball in, ball out, but the research on high intensity training, it's very, very compelling. It shows, at least from multiple peer reviews to this, it does show that your body will recover faster. And as you've seen from Dr. Rhonda Patrick, it is very clear that it has the same benefits as moderate exercise in less time. It improves your cardiovascular fitness, meaning like your pump burns fat for hours after the exercise. That's why you see places like Orange Theory, they came up with this idea. They didn't invent it, but essentially the research, and also builds both aerobic and anaerobic capacity. Anaerobic capacity is when you run really fast and you're like, I make that sprint, that's anaerobic. It means that it's energy produced in the absence of O2, of oxygen. So it's what your muscles have in order to produce fast. You see, usually those athletes are really strong and bulky, very, very, very strong. It's also shown to be a safe effort for people with heart conditions when properly supervised. So, being clear, guys, HITT, high intensity interval training, doesn't mean to be reckless. It just means to have an intelligent intensity. So today's protocol is this: 30 seconds of hard striking, 30 seconds of active recovery. Focus on techniques, don't focus on being crazy, okay? Not on the destruction of the self. Again, listen to your body and adjust. Let's just ensure that we do the 30 seconds with me. We're gonna start from here, okay? From here with the knuckle punch. From here. If it's too hard, use your palms. I'm gonna start with my knuckles because I believe I know how to hit with the knuckles. If not, use your hand, striking forward from here. Put your palm in front of you, like if this is someone's face, and hit. So listen to yourself, okay? Listen to if it's too much, bring it a little bit down. This isn't about proving anything to others, okay? Being clear. It's about maintaining capability while training, okay? Always train. Clear with that? Okay, so as you guys know, during COVID, we didn't have partners. That's it, okay? And I've used something for elbows that I've learned from a couple of other trainers, and I've developed it more, okay? So here we go. So start from here. We need this. Round one, we'll do 30 seconds in here with the palm going up. Ready? Up, up. Maintain the pad. Up, up. The hands are up, up. And you can be thinking about pushing his head in there. 5 seconds. Up. Here we go. Okay. Breathe. You're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Yeah, because you might need to the other side. Breathe in. Again, pad in front of you. You can think about pulling his head as well. And you're gonna drive your head forward. From here, 1. From here. In front. Exhale. Turn everything. And breathe. Okay. Next set. Same idea, but with elbows. Okay. Breathe. Here we go. I like to bring the elbow. Circle. Cut the hand. 15 seconds. Pull. Hands up. Turn your hip. Okay. Time. Ooh. Change to the other side. From here. Okay. There we go. And breathe. And 15 seconds. Pull. Pull the, turn the hip. Breathe. Okay, so we're gonna do one more round with sprawls. Sprawls is the idea that if someone is picking, just make sure that no shirt. Kidding. Sprawls, getting up and striking. There we go, guys. So think about 20 sprawl. If it's too hard, again, touch with the hand on the ground. It's very similar to the sprawl movement. And with a pull, up. Again, sprawl, up. Again, sprawl. Oh, I have the knee, okay. Again, sprawl. Roll. Up. Ooh. Elbows, guys. Elbows are tremendous close range weapons. Breathe. Okay. 5 seconds. Do it again. Let's put sprawls, punches, elbows, and finish with the knee. To be first, since we are coming up from the ground, start from the knee and develop the other tools. Makes more sense. There you go. Sprawl. A corner. Okay. So that's how you ramp up the intensity. Let's put everything together. One final round before I move into recovery. Knees, elbows, headbutts. It's a freestyle. 10 seconds to start freestyling with the pad. Of course, we have to do left and right. And go. Try differently. Different angles. 30 seconds. And to the other side. And then we have time for recovery. Inhale. Okay, guys. The non-best side called the monster side. One of my students said that term. There we go. Okay. Let's go for recovery. So, recovery is as important as intensity. Research shows this. Cristiano Ronaldo spends as much in recovery as in training. And think about these two systems. Sympathetic, fight or flight, high intensity stress response. Parasympathetic, rest and digest, recovery, healing. We need both. Most people are stuck in hard. Long-term athletes, they start from basketball. They do both, especially when dealing with health, stress, and life pressure. So soft training isn't just for relaxation, it's switching between the two systems, switching your nervous system into recovery mode in a defined manner, okay? The research of Dai Qigong, at least from the Harvard Medical School and other purely good sources. I want to do that training. It tells you the following. There's significantly reduces blood pressure and stress hormones. And you want that, okay? It improves balance, strength, and cardiovascular function. We can have the same also with HIIT. This is way easier to get there, okay? Results are different, obviously, as you understand. It reduces inflammation and supports the immune function. It helps with anxiety, depression, and mental well-being. In my case, it's also the tremendous focus on breath and understanding that deep musculature needs to be assessed, used with internal thinking. What I mean by internal is like, I want to make sure that my belly expands. I want to make sure that my feet go to that location when I want. So it's very safe for people with chronic conditions and during recovery. That's why I don't want you to come in here to do Krav Maga in the beginning if you are healed or recovering. This is not mystical. This is not woo science. This is evidence-based recovery training that complements what we just did. Okay, so think about these the two things. Okay, so let's go. Ready with me? I want you guys to face the camera, find some room in here, and gently, okay, shoulder width apart. From here, feel yourself balanced. Inhale to the nose, exhale to the mouth. Relax the shoulders. And shift gears from explosive to controlled. From external, where we needed to do something, to internal. So gently with me. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale in the nose. Exhale to the mouth. Start still. Slightly bend your knees, okay? So tailbone is pointing down. There's a small retroversion of the hips in here. The head is like being crowned and the head is going to go. Actively engage your core. Bring your hand to below your tummy. The other hand, run after the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 4 counts in. Hold. 4 counts out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Big belly. Exhale. Then your uprightness. Now gently move this side in there. Good. Open your hands like if you were holding a big pot of jelly, okay? Maintain your uprightness. Then from here, when you inhale, think about bringing your shoulders back just a little bit. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. There's a good bird that just came in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gently bring your arms up. Fingers pointing the sky. You're going to think about opening up in here, opening up the distance between the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Expand. Exhale. make your thinking pattern go to the hands. Inhale, exhale. What I mean by thinking pattern is like, imagine just a ball increasing size, okay, a metal. Exhale. Relax your shoulders, maintain your arms navigating in there. Inhale. Work on your stability of the call. Exhale. Small inhale. Exhale. Gentle, let it drop. And stay again. Inhale. Exhale down. So this key calm essentially means energy work. Okay? We use coordinated breathing. That's the point in here. When you inhale, bring the weight to your heels. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the weight to the ball of your feet. Don't fall, okay? Inhale. Upright. Exhale. Look forward. Maintain the happiness in your smile. Inhale. Exhale. There is no magic in here, okay? I'm feeling more recovered. Inhale. Exhale. It's that parasympathetic system going. Inhale. Exhale. So now when you inhale, slightly drop. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Think about water going down a mountain. It's like your weight going down. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Be upright. Exhale. And step in. Maintain that weight over there. Bring your tailbone aligned. I like to torque my hip. So feel that uprightness in the spine. Get room for your lungs. When you think about the big circle you will inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Big round. Think about the beautiful forest. We need one of now in Morris Plain, right? Beautiful forest, warm, okay? And you're getting that warmth of the wood. I like to think about good people as well in here. Exhale. Coming back to that earth. Inhale to the nose. Exhale. Feel your weight shifting. Bring your hands up. Push up. Compress. Shift the hands. Push up. And down. Think about having a fire, change, push, boom, and now push. Inhale, change, inhale, down, rotate, down, change, slight rotation to the side, boom, compress, change center, gently, rotate, boom, down, come back, earth, inhale, exit. Two more. Thanks. Once more. Gently come up. So we've seen two facets, two aspects of training, the hard and the soft. When you are dealing with health challenges, I mean the transition phase with a lot of working load and training load, we need to pick the right strategy. Okay, and to pick how much should I do of high intensity, how much should I do of low intensity. But they all they all are super important to maintaining good health and good form for self-defense and for life and longevity. So here's how to use this system. Option one, like what we did today. Excuse me. 15 to 20 minutes, 15 minutes, like we did today, of 15 to 20 minutes of high intensity pad work. Of course, if you have a partner, you train with your partner, but if you're alone, do that. Then you make a transition. I was talking to you about the science and the studies, and then we do next 10 to 15 minutes of Tai Chi and Qigong. I did Qigong today. Today we're spending here like 25 minutes, 30. You think about that, okay? Option number two, you do alternating days, like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You go high intensity, okay? You go with your striking, grappling, weapons, defense. That thing by default is high intensity. There is no other way. And you put in there 5 to 7 minutes of recovery. It could be mobility work, but I like to think of working the same capability. The breath work is super important in there. Then Tuesday, the other days, Tuesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Do Qigong, do mobility work, do breath work. Option three, like high energy days, just think of this. You are extremely focused on intensity, and low energy days, just recovery. I think you need to try both so that you are able to listen to your body, but also feel that you're adjusting accordingly. There's a very famous coach in the world of mixed martial arts that says, train at 80% capacity every day. His name is Firas Zahib. I do a lot of his sequences in here. And I also learned that some things work for me, others don't. It's the same thing for my students in here. So some days, guys, you need to heal. Some days you need to push. I know that you need both. Clear? Not only light movement, not only high intensity. You need both. If you fail to do that, you do not respect your body and you need to stop training. And that's something that doesn't help you longevity-wise, self-defense-wise, life-wise. Look, for myself, what I've been feeling is like my internal organs, all of this area over here, was like, what the heck is happening? Shoveling, I didn't shovel that much, but did a lot of things. But they were giving a feedback I didn't love. So I'm like, how do I do this? Need to do more Qigong, need to do more breath work. Because just think of this, if you have this idea that I want to do perfect, I want to do the 5 days a week with this intense load, it really doesn't work that way. And also, if you don't keep training real threats, like someone trying to bully you, so these guys don't give you a good day or a bad day. Like they just appear. We cannot control them, but we can control what we do for us. So real training is this for me. It's like train every day, assume different levels of training of hardship or hardness and softness, okay? And by soft, I mean these, okay? I don't mean soft in the head. I mean soft like I'm going to do soft training today, hard training. I need for myself to keep training every day. This is super important, okay? And I also believe you need both. The science proves it. The science says that you need both. LeBron James, Cristiano Ronaldo, the top athletes in the world, they spend time in their training and then recover. They spend millions of dollars in their health because they are health machines, and they're also wealth machines. So you should be the same, right? If you do want to learn training that adapts to you while being real, maintaining your capacity, your capability, DM both, BOTH. I'll send you a breakdown of this system, including the pad work that we did today, these exact progressions, and the Tai Chi and Qigong sequences that I've used. How to modify these for health conditions. I've got people in here saying I've got arthritis. There's a way to modify this Qigong work to do that. Now, obviously, the striking. And how to integrate this in your weekly routine. Because, look at me, your training should make you every day more capable and not broken. That's the big thing in here. And sometimes the strongest thing that you can do is, okay, it's time to be soft. Remember this, train every day. It's super important for your health, for your longevity, and for you to be able to protect yourself and others. Enjoy your day.